For today's video, I'm going to be showing you 5 super simple updos for summer. A lot of times in summer, wearing your hair down is just not an option because it's too hot. So for today's video, I'm going to be just showing you some simple and sweet updos that you can do for summer or just year-round because they're really cute. So without further ado, let's dive into this video. So for the first hairstyle, we're going to start by doing kind of like a Dutch loop. So what I'm going to start out by doing is grabbing a section right up at the front right here, splitting it into 3 and begin doing a Dutch braid. Now you could do this a little farther back if you wanted to have a part, but I'm going to do it closer to my hairline for this hairstyle. So to do a Dutch braid, just braid under the middle section and then add in sections as you go. If you'd like a more in-depth tutorial, I have one which is linked below. Alrighty, so once you've gotten to the bottom of your hair, I'm going to stop for a quick second and pull apart the braid. And then just secure your hair at the bottom with an elastic and leave it looped on the last time that you pull it through. And if you want to, you can wrap the ends around, and I'm just going to tuck them into the elastic in the back right here, so that way I don't have to do any bobby pins. And then you can pull out some hair around your face if you'd like, just to make it a little more lived in boho. And there you go. This is super simple, but it's one of my favorite hairstyles to just do on the go when I only have like one elastic. And I love just the look of this giant pulled apart Dutch braid. It just really is a cute style that it looks really cool and unique, but in reality it's super easy to do. Hairstyle, it's going to be a little more tricky, but you can do it. So we're going to be doing a Dutch fishtail braid. If this just sounds way too complicated, you can totally do a Dutch braid, a regular Dutch braid, but to do a Dutch fishtail braid, all you do is pick up, I'm going to start with a smaller section for this hairstyle. Pick up a pretty small section at the front and split it in 2. And so if you've done a fishtail braid, you know, you just pick up a small section, braid it over. But for this one, we're going to be braiding under since it's a Dutch braid. So pick up a small section from one side, braid it under, and then do the same thing on the other side. So once you got the hang of that, then we're going to do like the Dutch portion. So that's where you pick up a section outside your 2 sections, pick up a section inside that section, braid them both under. And then do that same thing on the other side. Pick up a small section from the outside, pick up a section from inside, braid them both under to the opposite side. And for this whole time, you want to make sure to be adding small sections because it's a fishtail braid, and that's how you do fishtail braids. We're going to be braiding till basically as far as you want to, and then we'll be making a high pony. So then once you've gotten as far as you want, just pull apart the braid one link at a time. Alrighty, and then just secure your hair with an elastic, pulling all your hair up right underneath the braid. And I'm going to do a second elastic. If you've seen any of my videos, you know with any high ponytail I do, I always do 2 elastics because my hair is really thick, and you know, I don't do 2 elastics, it's gonna fall out really fast. And that is it. I love the look of the Dutch fishtail braid. It's so unique and just so different from a lot of other braids. So this is definitely a hairstyle that's like super unique and definitely worth trying. For the next hairstyle, I'm going to start by putting my hair into a high ponytail. You can make this as high as you want to because we're going to make the top knot, so it can be super high, it can be a little farther back, wherever you want your top knot to be. And then just secure it with an elastic right there. Alrighty, so next we're going to grab a scarf. If you don't want to do a scarf, you don't have to. But then you're just going to take the scarf and make sure that at least one of the ends is as long as your hair. Then the other one, if it's as long as your hair, great. If not, it doesn't really matter. And then just wrap it around the base of the ponytail, split the ponytail into 3, and do a regular braid all the way down. So once you've braided to the bottom of your hair, just secure it here with an elastic. And then you can slightly pull apart the braid, just make sure that the scarf is showing. And then just wrap it into a bun, like so, and make sure that the ends are kind of towards the side. And then you just pin it in place. I'm going to be using jumbo bobby pins. They're really great for thick hair. Alrighty, so then I just like to tie the 2 ends in a knot towards the back, and that's it for the hairstyle. So for the next one, we're going to be doing another high pony, and again, you can do this wherever you want. I'm going to kind of do like a little more mid-high, because normally my high ponytails are like up here. It's going to be a little more kind of at like the crown of my head. And then obviously I'm going to be securing it with 2 elastics, because one is not good enough for my hair anymore. And then at this point from the front, you can kind of make it the way you want. And you can do this afterwards, I guess. I'm just going to loosen up some baby hairs because I like the way that looks. Alrighty, so then we're going to have a little bit of fun with this. What you're going to do is take a small section from your ponytail, should be a little bit longer, and then just split it into 3 and do a regular braid all the way down. So once you get to the end, just secure it with a bobby pin, and then we're going to use this and wrap it around the ponytail a couple times to hide the elastics and to be like a really cool, unique wrap. And then once you get to the end, you can just take that bobby pin and stick it directly into the ponytail. And if you need to, you can add a second one if there's some more flyaways, which for me, there always is. And it's really subtle, but it's like really cute. But anyways, the last thing you're going to do is take another small section from your ponytail, kind of on the side, and just braid that all the way down normally. You could also do this with a low pony if you wanted to. Alrighty, so once you've done that, that is it. This is super simple, but I don't know, I love like things where it's just like a basic hairstyle, but you just do something very small and make it just like a little bit different. Okay, so for the last hairstyle, you're going to start with a center part. And then we're going to be doing 2 Dutch braids that go into fishtail braids. It's going to look really cute. I love this hairstyle. I think it's really unique, like going from like a Dutch to a fishtail braid. So here we go. So what you're going to start out by doing is just picking up a small section from the front on one side, splitting it into 3, braiding under the middle section like we talked about, and adding in small sections. Now if you just want to do like a regular old Dutch braid and not really worry about it, just do that. But a few tips. Number 1, try to keep the braid high on your head instead of being on the side. And then number 2, try to add in smaller sections. Those 2 things are just going to make it look a little bit more cool. But if you don't want to, if you feel like you just want to do like a quick simple hairstyle, do the Dutch braids however you want. Okay, so I finished this side, but the camera stopped filming, so I'm just gonna explain what I did on this side. So, obviously you're gonna do the same thing on the other side, starting with that Dutch braid. Alright, so then once you get to the end, just tug on each individual link of the braid to get it nice and big and fluffy. If you really have no idea how to pull apart a braid, I do have a video on that, which I will link below. And then split, so you have 3 sections in your hand, split the middle one in 2 and join it with the 2 outside sections. So now you have 2 sections, and then do the fishtail braid. That's just where you trade a small section from one side and braid it over to the other. So then, to make it a little bit bigger, stop about when you're halfway down the fishtail braid and then pull it apart there. And you're just going to go to each individual strand you braided over and tug on it. Shouldn't take that long. You're going to get right up at where the braids meet, because oftentimes that spot can look a little wonky, so try to make sure that it all blends nicely. And then just continue braiding the fishtail braid. And then just pull it apart once you get to the bottom, and then secure it with an elastic. And then I like to go in once I secure it with an elastic and pull it apart like with both hands. So a lot of times when you just do one, it can look a little wonky. So doing it with both hands kind of just like makes it all flow together for some weird reason. And that is it. I think these are super cute. They're just like fun and obviously like super summery. I feel like double Dutch pigtails are just like a classic summer hairstyle. So yeah, that's it for the hairstyle. I think it's super cute and it's pretty easy to do. That is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit that bell so that you get notified every time I post a video. Be sure to comment below about which one of these hairstyles was your favorite and what video you'd like me to do next. And I will see you on Friday for a fashion video. Bye guys!